Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. So a lot of things have happened in merely 24 hours since I've done my last reading, and as always, it's very hard to stop listening to what those toxic duo do all the time. So before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumption and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So of course I cannot neglect the 4th of July debacle. Someone in Facebook put a post there that Harry and Meghan, alongside Archie, were spotted in Wyoming, and in a place where apparently millionaires usually come to spend their times. A lot of people come with their private jets, and it is also been suggested that this could have had some kind of regard to Meghan's political ambitions, because apparently there is, that is what I've heard, that there is this congresswoman who is fighting of her place in Congress, and Meghan might be looking towards that seat. And maybe her visit to Wyoming was, in a way, her attempt to launch some kind of political career. I don't know, but from the pictures, I have to say that it does look to me like they are this is them. Some people said that it doesn't look like them, or it could be body doubles. If you watched Sue Smith today, she analyzed the watch that the man was wearing, because both of them were pictured from the back. Only the child was pictured from the side, from the profile. So it's very hard to know whether it is them or not. Meghan, if it's her, she looks skinnier than ever. But then if you take into consideration the possibility that the picture of the birthday of Lilibet was really taken the day that they say that it was taken, then she was skinnier there than she was in any other event that she was seen before. So the question is, what is the truth here and what is the lie? And that is what I'm going to let the BS detector decide. So first, let's clear the deck. This is the Vice Versa tarot, which I like using in questions like these. So let's start clearing the deck. Okay, so what is the truth behind the story that the Sussexes were in 4th of July at Wyoming? What is the truth and what is the lie? Were they really there at the 4th of July parade in Wyoming? Was it someone who looked like them? What is the truth? What is the lie about the Sussexes being in Wyoming in 4th of July? Okay, so As always, this part is done with my eyes closed, so I won't be swayed by any card that I see. And the first card is a card that describes the question, and what I'm getting here is, once again, the King of Pentacles, but this is in the reverse. So the King of Pentacles, that is the king they always strive to be. This is the king who is the general manager. This is the person who wants to become financially independent. This is the person who is this is who they want to become. This tells me that if it was them, it was all part of that attempt of them to become financially independent, to become the general managers, to become the people that know how to deal business. So this was more about business than pleasure. So if everything around this question is telling me that it is all surrounding their strive to become the general manager. But since we see it in the reverse, it shows us that it is their inability to become the independent, that they are unable to become financially independent, and that is driving them crazy. That drives them to do all sorts of things, even to do something as crazy as go and mix with a crowd in Wyoming, thinking that they will be there unnoticed. This shows us a lot of over materialism, thinking only about the money. So there was some kind of monetary venture there. I don't know if there were any Netflix cameras there, or maybe cameras that were hidden, but this was part of their need to become financially independent. So this was something that was connected to business. So what is the lie? And the lie is the moon. And this is the moon. This is the moon in the reverse. This is the moon in the upright. So the moon, that is a card that shows us severe mental health problems. This shows me this doesn't give me an actual answer if it was them or not, but it does show me that this could very much be them asking the body bubbles to go there and play them, because they could be that deranged. They could try to maybe in a way make they want to show themselves more accessible, and they are capable of asking body doubles. And a body double can also wear Harry's watch, and if it is something that they contrive to do, they could very much give that person who mimicked Harry as the same watch or a similar watch. So this is not a foolproof, although it does look from the behind to be Harry, but he's not the only ginger person in the world. So this only shows me that they can be so deranged as to believe, to be able to do something like that, and that could be their attempt to show themselves more accessible to the public, that they are not feeling as if they are shunning themselves and closing themselves behind closed doors. They are mixing with people, but they are going to places where only very rich people go. So this could very much tell us that they actually have done all of that, they contrived all of that to make people believe that it was them, and that child was maybe the child that was used for the Christmas card, and that is why he looks very much like the same child. I cannot say for sure, but what I can say is that they are extremely, extremely mentally ill. This is what this card especially means. And one more point, since the moon card is the mother card, and the woman in those pictures was all the time touching the child. It looked like someone who wanted to show that it is her child, that she's mothering him, that she's smothering him. So it did look like that woman wanted to be seen as that a very good mother who takes care of her child. So this is why, another reason why we got the moon card here. But it does sense like this is a ruse. And then the truth is the Hanged Man, but also in the reverse. So the Hanged Man, that is a card of changing point of view, changing perspective. Now, when this card comes in the reverse, it also shows us a person who feels that he's sacrificing himself, that he is that he needs to sacrifice himself, and the truth is that this could very much be their sacrifice for having, in a way, changing the point of view of the public about them. So this could very much be their sacrifice. They are sacrificing themselves by appearing in front of an audience, appearing as if they are mixing with the common people, and they use that as their own sacrificial way of trying to change their public image, change the way people see them, change the way the public's point of view. So this gives me the impression that this could very much be them. Although, despite the fact that we got the moon here, but the moon here does not say completely that it's not them. It only says that they are deranged enough to get people to play them. But it was all, let's say, it was all part of a scheme. And even I think the photographs were part of a scheme. I don't think that they would have let people photograph them. And it was all done so, as if it was so fishy, in my opinion. I mean, if you see someone and you recognize her and you see her and you're standing so close to her that you can actually photograph her from behind with her child, but you do not have the opportunity to photograph her from a front or the person. So I have a feeling that this is all a part of their public PR stunt, in a way trying to change the point of view of the American people about them, because right now they don't care or at least Meghan doesn't care about the British point of view, but she does care about the American point of view, especially if she is thinking about politics. So I believe that this is all part of a scheme, and the entire publication, the entire Facebook message that was put on, it is all part of a scheme. So how will it pan out? What is the end math? And the end math is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, that is another person who has mental illness. This is the artist. This is a person who is finding himself that it's very hard for him to focus, someone who is spreading very thinly, someone who is mentally ill, someone who needs a psychologist. So, but it also is a card of very young energy, someone who could be even Archie or the child, and because this is the artist, it gives me another kind of a feeling that those were artists, those were people that were hired to play them and not them themselves. And they were rumors beforehand that they were giving this very big 4th of July bash to their in their mansions, and they invited all sorts of people like Rob Lau and Orlando Bloom. So many stories that are coming out about them and that don't add up. And because this is the artist, it does give me another feeling that this was not them, that this was maybe some kind of people that they hired, but this was all planned. This was not something that they woke up in the morning and said, "Oh God, what happened? How come someone spotted us?" or something like that. So this was all part of a plan, and this was all in their attempt to gain financial stability and to gain financial independence. So this is the tarot, and as usual in questions like this, I'm using the quantum of the oracle to see what kind of energies are behind those pictures. So let's do one more shuffle and then clear the deck. Okay, so the 4th of July appearing of the Sussexes in Wyoming. The Sussexes appearing in Wyoming for the 4th of July parade. So let's see what we get. And the first card that I get is Courage. So the energy was some kind of courage. So this could signify that their courage of coming out and being there in front of so many people. This could also be the courage of the person who made that Facebook post, a person who was probably complicit in this, or this could be the courage of those players who played them. So it doesn't tell us a lot. It does just tell us that there was this question of courage there. And then we have an increase. So this is a cycle and an increase. So this is about trying to increase their energy, trying to increase their own public image to get a better public image. And the third card is Spirit, Angel of the Four Directions. So let's see, what does the book say about that? Okay, so this indicates a powerful connection taking place at this time, and it reveals a dynamic presence of the angels, the archangels Uriel and Raphael, and this is about this angels of the four directions, if you know that there is the four angels, that one is standing before you, one is behind you, one on your right side and one on your left side. So this is about having this very powerful connection, and I believe that this powerful connection is connected to trying to increase their public image, and they are trying to use whatever energy that they can, even if it could be in a way dark energies, as some people did speak about the possibility of them using dark energies. But this is about using everything in their power, and this gives me the intuition of a PR stunt. This is like a PR stunt. This is like a person that is standing there, like an advertisement. So this gives me the impression of a PR stunt. This is how I feel about this. These cards. This is how I feel about everything that happened in that 4th of July parade. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. See you in the next one. Bye.